Hmm. All right. What is going on, boys? We are back at it. Premier League's back. Game week 2. First game. West Ham versus Chelsea. You guys know the drill. Sitting dead last in fantasy right now. Let's actually be exact real quick. Yeah, dead last, 37 points. Second to last has 42 points. I have 3 Chelsea players in my team today. Reece James, Cole Palmer, who is my captain, and Joao Pedro. This is what I don't actually know what I want to happen. Because I hate Chelsea and I want them to lose, but I want to do well in fantasy, so the only way that's actually going to happen is if they actually do well here. So I'm not actually sure what I want to happen. Bet I have for this game, over 2.5 goals. We won the first 2 Prem bets, lost the last one, which I took over in the Everton game, and that was just a joke. We're going back in the over right here. We're going to get back to winning ways on that. But, what's going on, boys? If you haven't already, vote on the poll on who you think is going to win this game. Leave me a score prediction in the chat. Hit that like button on the stream. Run the likes up. Helps the stream out, and your boy really much appreciate it. I already see Barca fan up in the TikTok, dropping the legs on TikTok. Appreciate that as well, my boy. Luis, George, Spanky, Kane, The Dream, Ragnar, FCR. What's going on, boys? Good to see you guys all up in here. We are about 4 minutes away from kickoff here. Players just in the tunnel right now. My score prediction for this game, I don't even remember. I made a video about my predictions that I gave for this game week, and I forgot. I think I said 3-1 Chelsea. I believe that was my prediction, so I'm going to stick with it. I just can't. West Ham, they just don't look that great. They got absolutely ripped apart in their first game, and I made a video as well talking about David Moyes being the first manager sacked. Also curious on what you guys think, who will be the first manager sacked. Graham Potter was the name that was thrown out a lot when people were talking about first manager sacked. So it should be interesting what West Ham are going to do here. Playing at home as well. They need a result here. Palmer's injured? Oh my god. Okay, well, Bruno's my assistant captain, so he better... Dude, I may have just fucked it completely. Fucked game week. I already screwed game week 1, and now game week 2 is going to be screwed. Wait, Liam Delap's? Dude, is Joao Pedro even starting? I haven't even seen the lineups. I'm actually about to be fuming if none of the guys I freaking played are starting. He is starting. Where is Cole Palmer? Wait, you said he was injured. Was this like no news? Because like I looked at my fantasy, there was no injury warning. I'm going to need Bruno to have a game, and then Pedro Porro will be my first sub, which I shouldn't have done because they're playing against City. He got injured in the warm-up. Oh my goodness. It just wouldn't be me if the shit like that wasn't happening. That's the type of luck I have with my fantasy. Stormin in the TikTok, what's going on, man? He says, let's go Hammers. What are the predictions for this game, boys? Keep giving me score predictions. I'm sticking with 3-1 Chelsea, but I would like to see West Ham get a result. Tosin, Chalaba, Cucurella, Gusto, back four. That doesn't even sound that good. Like, West Ham could definitely bag a goal here. As long as they get at least one in terms of the over 2.5 bet, we should be chilling. Because I do not see West Ham winning this game. 2-1 to the Hammers. I would take that as well. I'm assuming you're a West Ham fan, bro. I've got Richards first sub. Richards. Who the fuck is Richards? Why am I blanking? I've got Chelsea over 1.5, Hammers under 1.5, and another that's over half a goal in the first half and under half, 1.5 Hammers and Chelsea over half a goal. Holy shit, that sounds confusing. So you basically need Chelsea to score 2 goals and West Ham to not score at all. You're looking for a 2-0 Chelsea win. He got injured 15 minutes ago. Classic. Honestly, everybody was saying to me, when I made that video about Everton or David Moyes being the first manager sacked, majority of Everton fans were calling me out, calling me stupid. And I'm just like, even if they aren't even like battling for relegation, that shouldn't be the thing that gets him sacked. Like Everton, am I wrong in saying that Everton should be striving to be a top half of the table club? Like, is that a crazy thing to say? Like, they're one of the biggest clubs in England. You're telling me they shouldn't be finishing higher than Crystal Palace every single season? Like, there's no reason Everton shouldn't be like where Forest are right now, or even Villa. There is no reason why Everton shouldn't consistently be like doing what Villa's doing. First half about to get underway right here. The bubbles are blowing, and we're off. Who got injured? Cole Palmer in the warm-up, and he was captaining my fantasy, which I was disappointed. I really felt Cole Palmer scoring like a penalty in this game. Maybe even 2. Nuno to be sacked first? That's crazy. Who's Forest? Forest is playing Palace next, right? That'll be a really good game in terms of matchups. It comes out today their owner isn't happy with comments he made to the media. Okay, well then, if that stuff's going on, then that very well could be the case of him being sacked first. Not sure why Ange at Spurs brings confidence. Wait, what? Ange ain't at Spurs anymore. Who do I support, LF? I am a United fan. It's been tough. But this season's going to be good. It's going to be much better than last season. Nearsighted, what's going on, man? What's your bet for today? I got over 2.5 goals in this game. These Chelsea jerseys with the old badge and shit actually look really, really clean. I can't lie. I'm an Arsenal fan, but yeah, man, you will be fighting for UCL. I'm not going to go as far to say UCL, but like, I'm aiming for 6th to 8th. If we finish between 6th and 8th, I'll be happy, considering obviously the size of the club. What we should be aiming for is Champions League football, but I'm a realist. We're not, the likelihood that we go from 15th place to Champions League football, it's not impossible, but I don't think it should be looked at as a failure of a season if we don't manage to do that. If we finish anything lower than 8th, even that's a failure. Troy, we haven't lost to Fulham away in like 20 years, so we're definitely losing Sunday. When we lost to them in the Cup, was that on penalties? Was that home or away? Because that's the only time I remember losing to them. And honestly, too, I was watching their last game. Like, there is zero reason why we shouldn't absolutely just destroy them. Their backline is shit. They're playing Calvin Bassey at left back. If Ahmed starts and Mbumo, and they just don't absolutely rip that man to shreds, especially if they don't actually get him a proper fitting size of shorts, then there's a problem. Thoughts on Lamens? I'm gonna be honest. Never seen him play a game. Never even heard of him until we were linked with him. So I can't even give you an opinion. I haven't even seen a highlight of him making a save. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know what he looked like until I saw Fabrizio post about it today. So maybe you guys can give me some insight on him. Oh, Forest are looking at replacing Nuno with Ange. That's... Is that a bad move? Because I know he did bad in the league with Spurs, Ange, but I actually didn't mind him as a manager. Like, he was real, at least. You know, he didn't really, like, try to hide behind shit. He didn't scapegoat people or certain reasons of why he wasn't finding success, even though I'm sure he could have. Watched a compilation of Lamens, and he looks as shaky as Onana, to be honest. Yeah, I was hearing all these people, and they're like, oh, yes, we're going in for Lamens. And I'm just like, do you guys, like, actually, like, have you actually watched? Has anybody actually watched him? Like, do we know how good he is? Or people just want... Like, is the excitement just because it's anybody other than Onana? Because he could very well go in and do the same shit Onana's been doing. But I think it's just people want anybody other than the goalkeepers we have now. And then they would be happy. Onana hate is forced. See, that's the thing for the Fulham game. If we're actually planning, I mean... From what I've heard today, it seems like we're getting this Belgian keeper. But let's just say we weren't going to get the Belgian keeper and we were just going to have Bayender and Onana. I think you got to play Onana because, yes, he has at least one terrible mistake in him, like at least once a game. But he's got more experience at the highest level than Bayender. He's more, like, physically strong on, like, set pieces and corners and shit, even though he has been taking advantage on that stuff. But he's more physical than Bayender. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if Onana... Oh my god, what a strike! Was that Paqueta? Holy shit! He just rifled it in the top right corner from outside the 18, and the bubbles are going crazy. West Ham 1, Chelsea 0. Dude, everybody was hating on Graham Potter. And here he goes, back at his old club, showing them what could have been. Dude, are Chelsea actually just, like, not as good as everybody thought they were going to be? Chelsea are frauds. And it was that kid, the Brazilian kid, giving it away, doing some stupid Brazilian shit. What a hit, though. Dude, that's actually ridiculous. I think that's bad defending from Chalobah there. I knew West Ham were going to be able to get one goal. That's why we took the over. Chelsea's defense is bad, man. GG's West Ham for the dub, says Joey. Timothy, what's going on, man? The issue with Chelsea is they all make too much money and don't play enough. Yeah, see, that's the issue. Like, and they all got these players on like fucking 7 to 10 year contracts. But that being said, they are much better at getting rid of those players that they sign on long contracts compared to United. Like, I was thinking about this today. Like, imagine you're like what Newcastle, like the team and the fans are dealing right now with Isak. Imagine that, but for United, you're dealing with that with 3 guys in Garnacho, Anthony, and Sancho. Except the only thing is Newcastle could get 100+ million for Isak. United's going to lose all that money. They can't even move the player on. So all the toxicity that Isak's bringing around the Newcastle team, that's happening ×3 at United. But these players aren't even going to give us any value in terms of selling them, or even value on the pitch for that matter. Bro, Palmer being injured and Chelsea is losing. My FPL is done for. Dude, the Discord league that I have going on from the first week, I was in dead last. And Cole Palmer is literally my captain. And you know what? I'd rather that than him play like 5 minutes and then get injured. Because now he can just come off for a sub and Bruno's my assistant. And Bruno will score against Fulham. Or so help me. It's a Diouf assist and he's on my bench. What's up with Palmer? Apparently he got injured in the warm-up. I don't even know what the injury was, but apparently it was in the warm-up. Adam Ramsey coming up in here, dropping in a gifted membership. W's in the chat, going to Keen Thomas of all people. Could have gone to someone better, but you know, I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Keen, make sure you thank the man. Counter debate, what's going on, man? Chelsea getting a hammer to the face. So, I know we're only 10 minutes in and we're only 2 game weeks into the season, but am I not first manager to get sacked other than Nuno? I don't want to hear Nuno because of the drama that's going on. Just strictly based off performance. Who's going to get sacked first? I only say Moyes, and you know what? I very well could be wrong there. There was a little bit of satire behind that video. The one excuse I will give Moyes is that Everton are literally having an injury crisis right now. Like, they're playing James Garner at left back. Keen, can we see a membership emoji? You gotta flex it. Potter, but we will see after today. I mean, Potter definitely with a shout, but a result here. But, like, West Ham, like, Potter... Potter has better tools to work with than Moyes does. Is that not fair to say? I'm pretty sure we can all agree on that. Wan-Bissaka headed it away. I miss Aaron, but I don't. Whoever's coaching Bournemouth. Yeah, I don't even know. What's Bournemouth manager's name? He's got like short black hair. I know what he looks like, but I don't remember what his name is. True, but London is tough on managers. That is true, and Everton fans seem to really, really like Moyes for obvious reasons. He's a legend of the club. And usually, I think even if a team is performing well, but the fans back the manager, this is for most teams, the manager will stay. As soon as the fans really turn, that's when the manager goes. At least that's been the case with United. He's a great manager. He won't get sacked. But is Moyes like this generation of a manager, or is he kind of like because like Jose Mourinho's a good manager, but the guy's managing Fenerbahce now because his style of play doesn't really work as well as it used to. Benny, what's going on? Loving players point directions to their teammates. Dude, I do that all the time. Killman brought Joao Pedro down in the box. I think there was a little VAR check for a penalty there, but it didn't really look like there was much in it. Chelsea getting play back underway. Cucurella finding Pedro Neto out wide left. Looking to take on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Jared Bowen coming back to help defensively. Tries to find a pass inside. Blocked by Wan-Bissaka. Somehow finds Joao Pedro. Chelsea able to reset here. All West Ham players behind the ball now. They want to protect this 1-goal lead. I think Moyes was ... United let him go too early. Oh my goodness, what a ball to the back post. I believe it was Diouf who got a piece of that and ball's gone out for a corner. Yeah. I don't think Moyes was ever going to work out at United, if we're going to be honest. Like, Moyes isn't the type. Moyes is literally like when Graham Potter went to Chelsea. Like, Graham Potter, he's going to be good at a Brighton or a West Ham, but, you know, he's not. He can't be at a Chelsea or a United or a City or a Liverpool or an Arsenal. Like, he's not that guy. Oh my goodness! Chelsea have found the equalizer through Joao Pedro. Give me those fantasy points. I thought there was a little bit of a push in the back there, though. It happened really quick. I swear I saw somebody, like a West Ham defender, go up for the ball and get two-hand pushed in the back away from it. Let's see the replay. Clean goal. Dude, I need that. Oh, never mind. That is a clean goal. Cucurella flicks it on. Anybody got Cucurella in the fantasy for the assist? Wait. I haven't even seen him touch the ball yet, so I'm going to... He's not playing, is he? There is no Reece James. I'm actually going to lose my mind. I have Reece James and Palmer in my starting 11. And he'll probably come off the bench if he's not... if he's even on the bench, for that matter. (1-1) in the first 15 minutes. We need one more goal, and I hit my over 2.5 bet. I think it's safe to say it's free. So how many points does that put Joao Pedro on? West Ham free kick. Their lead did not last long. James Ward-Prowse delivery. It's lofted into the back post. Souček going up for it. Pedro Neto trying to clear. He can't. Defended by Paqueta. Todibo. Back wide to Paqueta. Slips Todibo making the run forward. Cuts it back. Shot is blocked. Full Krug! Oh my god! 2-1. Cash the bet. I haven't even added Chelsea's goal onto the scoreboard yet. 2-1 in the London Stadium. Bring out the bubbles again. Chelsea fans complaining to the ref. I can't imagine what for. Great finish there from Füllkrug. Oh my god, he's an ugly bastard. All that money and can't fix those teeth? Crazy. Bro, my Sanchez clean sheet. Bro, that shit was long gone. Dude, that was the easiest bet we're going to take all season, the over 2.5. Oh, shit, he could be offside here. Todibo could be offside. Todibo could be a toe offside. Looked like offside in the build up. Yeah, that's 100% offside. We spoke too soon. It was too good to be true. And VAR is given offside. It remains 1-1. But I'm not stressing. This over 2.5 will hit. Jean-Claire Todibo. Nathan, what's going on, man? Who do you think is the first manager to be sacked? I've been saying David Moyes. I've been getting some hate for it, but that's what I said. Did Bowen score? No, it was Paqueta, and it was an absolute fucking beauty. Hold on, I'm putting on a different stream for the game that should be a little bit more on time. How about Palmer? Bro, injured in the warm-up. And he was my captain for fantasy. No Reece James either. Absolutely absurd. Let me actually see the bench. Is he even on the bench? I actually would rather him just not be on the bench at all. I don't even want him to come on then if he's not going to start. What channel? I'm watching it on Fubo, which is something that you have to pay for, and is something I also believe is only in Canada and the US, I'm pretty sure, too. He was offside by a Tadib toe. Grimsby unbeaten? You saw Grimsby 1-2 in the league? I did not see that. Could they get a result against United? James Ward-Prowse corner here. Always menacing from these set pieces. Lofted to the back post. Fulkrug is up for it. Referee gives a free kick for Chelsea. Spanky says this is a game makes up for Monday's boring game. True. I didn't even think the Leeds-Everton game was that bad. It just wasn't really goals. Cucurella trying to slide through Neto. Wan-Bissaka was there first all time. Goes back to the keeper. And he just kicks it straight out of bounds for a throw-in. Charlie said, glad I left James on the bench. I mean, I had Pedro Porro starting. But then I'm like, okay, Porro's playing against City. Reece James playing against fucking West Ham. Let's start Reece James. And then he's not even playing. But I have Spurs getting a draw against City. Spurs love a cheeky result against City. Evan Perez, what's going on, man? He says, I'm on a draw 2-2 in this West Ham-Chelsea game. Hey, I would take that. Lovely turn here from Paqueta. Fulkrug looking to hold this ball up. Enzo Fernandez does brilliantly well to strip him off the ball. Esteval playing it wide to Pedro Neto. Cross comes in. Wan-Bissaka does get a piece of it. Diouf trying to play out of the back here. Puts Paqueta into trouble. Gives the ball away. Chelsea. Lovely ball in there from Joao Pedro. That's a fucking unreal goal. I'm sorry, but that's an unreal goal. And that is an assist for Joao Pedro. Give me those fantasy points. Who has Joao Pedro in their fantasy? Paqueta's saying I think he got hit in the face. But I'm not going to lie. Diouf just gave him a stitch pass there. We need to see that back. Diouf should have just cleared it. Where is Paqueta supposed... He could have gone back to Diouf, but, like... He should have just got rid of it. Even though I'm not even upset about that because we get a Joao Pedro assist, and now we hit the over 2.5. 3? We are officially 3-1 on Premier League bets this season. Good finish from Pedro Neto. He did well to get in front of Wan-Bissaka, I believe. There. I want to see Pedro Neto do well. I want him to be like a consistent starter for Portugal. Should have captained Joao instead of Palmer? You and me both, my friend. But my assistant is Bruno. So hopefully he'll cook against Fulham. What do you mean I only have 5 points? What? How much is an assist? Is an assist worth just as much as a goal? Reece James is coming on? Oh my gosh, that's huge. Okay. In the 25th minute? Except I don't actually know what like the defensive contribution points, like how many tackles does he need to make to like get defensive contribution points? Like how does that actually work? Is the game being transmitted on ESPN? I have no idea, bro. I don't have like cable TV or anything like that. I literally just watch footy on Fubo or DAZN, which are paid subscriptions. West Hamburger United. Tough opening 25 minutes here. Please just come off, Gusto. You're injured, okay? You don't need to be a hero. Reece James is there. Long term, what are your thoughts on having Reece? Should I keep Reece James in my fantasy team, or should I, like is he consistently going to start for Chelsea? Because I know, in terms of, like, talent, without question, Reece James is one of the best fullbacks in the world. But, like, is he going to get injured? Surely Chelsea keep the lead now. Shifu, what's going on, man? Get the feeling you're very interested in this season than the previous season. Well, I mean, I definitely am. I was very, very, very excited for this season, so that is true. But last season was just tough. I enjoyed the season as a whole, but just because United weren't competing, like, forget the title, not even Champions League football, like, it was literally just the most pointless shit being a United fan last season. Like, I just wanted to sim the whole season and get to this one. Jacob, what's going on, man? Always good to see you up in here, bro. Hey, shout out everybody who's been up in these streams that are streams for other teams, not just United. If you haven't already, do hit the like button on the stream. Helps the stream out. Your boy really appreciates it, especially if you're new. Hit that subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live. What are the games tomorrow? Oh, wait, hold on a sec. Full crew trying to find Jared Bowen there. Cucurella cuts out the pass, goes back to Robert Sanchez, who clears it long. And Enzo Fernandez with a lovely pass there for Pedro Neto. Ronaldo chop inside. Oh. Wild shot right there from Joao Pedro. Dude, why does it say I only have 5? Okay, no, I have 8 points on Joao Pedro now. And Reece James also did not come on. What are the games on tomorrow? Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. The Premier League app is bugging. I wish Marco or Mikel Antonio still played. Yeah, dude, apparently he's always been disrespected by West Ham. Is he even in the West Ham squad still? Because I thought he got, like, they didn't even give him a new contract. I thought he was a free agent. Speaking of free agents, what's the word on Jamie Vardy? Who is he going to sign for? Because didn't he say he wanted to play for another Premier League team and that's why he left Leicester? Because he's not retired, right? I'm a Villa fan. All I know is Tottenham, Man City, Villa, and Brentford. First online dub on FIFA on a 90-minute goal. Hey, happy for you, man. Troy, how does it feel being rock bottom of the FPL? Not good. Not good. I mean, it's not unfamiliar territory for me, but still doesn't feel good. But you know what? It's a long season. Ever since Chelsea has gotten this equalizer, they have been dominating this game. 64% possession, I think I just saw there. Jack says he only has 58 points. Before this game started, I had 47 points. Let that sink in. No, after this week, though, the goal is to not be in dead last. And we're off to a good start. Palmer injured, I'm cooked. Yeah, I had him as a captain. And did we... I don't think anybody said this yet. Did anybody even know what the injury was? Like, is it long-term injury? Like, I guess they haven't... Like, he's got to get checked out first, I would imagine, but... I'm assuming I'm going to have to take him out of my fantasy. And the question is, who do I replace him with? Because I think Palmer, I swear he's 10 mil plus or something like that on fantasy. I don't know who I would replace him with. Who's a good midfielder in fantasy? Oof. Did watch the AI-made interview of Amorim and the others. Hilarious. Also, AI is getting scary. Yeah, dude, AI is... The whole world is going to change with this AI. Kron the Dawn. What is going on, my friend? He said, hey, Troy, after our little chat the other night, I've been thinking deeply. It's so strange to me how we've been touched so deeply and intimately by you, a man who lives on the other side of the world. Pause? What do you mean by that? I didn't touch any of you guys. Will not stand for this slander. Maybe George one time, but, like, he forgave me. We already talked about this. Let's see if West Ham can make this interesting and tie this up before halftime, or at all for that matter. Patient build up here from them. Paqueta looking to turn, finds Fulkrug. Back to Paqueta, has Wan-Bissaka out wide. Slow build up here for West Ham. Chelsea very compact defensively, not letting anything come through the middle. Diouf out wide, tries to take on two Chelsea players, gets it poked away, somehow manages to get it back. Can he keep it in? He cannot. And Chalobah stares him down. Trevor Chalobah. Is the Chalobah that plays for West Brom related to this Chalobah? When we get old, we'll be watching AI play for United too. Yeah, it's called FIFA. Esteval forced back here. Chelsea switching the play right to left. Tempo of this game seemed to slow down a little bit here in this last couple minutes. Oh, this is lovely play. Esteval, can he find a shot? He does get it, and that is 3-1. Easy as you like. Enzo Fernandez. Esteval getting his assist. Chelsea running wild here in the London Stadium. We're not seeing... I don't think we're going to be seeing any more bubbles for a while. Was that fault for the goal they conceded? Esteval plays a huge part in the one here. Great hold-up play there from Liam Delap, too. That's a really good goal. Commentator just said Wan-Bissaka was at fault for all 3 goals. Is that true? Like the corner that Joao Pedro... Wait, was Wan-Bissaka marking him on the corner that he scored? I'm pretty sure he was. You know, he might be right, to be fair. And the West Ham fans are already leaving. It's the 35th minute and these guys are hitting the road. That's crazy. Only 3-1 is crazy. Do we think Chelsea got top 3 in the bag? You know, at the beginning of the season, I had them in my top 3. It'll be... The only reason why I think they wouldn't is maybe they might... Like, as the season goes on, they're going to get better and better and better. I think they might drop a couple points early in the season against... Like, West Ham, rather they've gelled or not, they should... Was not surprised that they were going to get 3 points from this game. Their defense, I think, is a tad questionable. I feel like they could do with a better center back. And like Cucurella, I actually like I like Reece James, I like Gusto. I'm not a fan of Cucurella, I'm gonna be honest. Like, going forward, all right, defensively, I feel like he could be a liability at times. I think them, much like City, are very vulnerable to a good counterattacking team. Yeah, true. Here's Jared Bowen. Jared Bowen, Spurs, since they missed out on Eze, should consider Jared Bowen. How old is Jared Bowen now? Alex, what's going on, man? I still think it's LFC, Arsenal, City, and then Chelsea. I honestly do not see Arsenal finishing any higher than 4th. Because I actually, like, this is gonna sound crazy, but you got to hear me out. Is it crazy to say that Arsenal's team is worse than it was last season? Even though they didn't really lose any players, but I think the players they have brought in, well, like, Eze was a good signing. Zubamendi, like I said, not the same in terms of, like, play style or anything, but just in terms of, like, the level, pretty like for like with, like, Partey. Havertz is better than Gyökeres. Or in this Arsenal team, like, in this system, I swear, Havertz would score more goals than Gyökeres, even though I do think Gyökeres is going to score 2 goals against Leeds. Mudweke, terrible signing. That is the Jadon Sancho of the Arsenal team right now. He is going to bring toxicity throughout the whole squad, and it's going to spread. And not only that, every team around them has gotten better. So they're definitely not winning the league. There's no shot they finish second. There is no shot Liverpool or City do not come either first or second. Rather it's City first or Liverpool first, the other team will be second. No other team will be first or second other than Chelsea or City, or Liverpool or City. Not that crazy of a take. Their coach don't got the mentality to go blow for blow with Arne and Pep. That's what I'm saying. Like, City have improved. Liverpool have improved. Liverpool have improved massively, and they already just won the league. There's no way Arsenal finishes in the top two. And especially once Chelsea really starts to gel. Eze and Saka on each side, dangerous. I heard apparently Eze and George, I'm sure, would have the best insight on this because he's a Crystal Palace fan, and maybe a counter debate if he's up in here. Apparently Eze isn't even good on the wing. Apparently he's only good at attacking mid. He's like kind of average on the wing. That's at least what I heard some Crystal Palace fans saying online. Elijah says, I got bad news, but we're losing at the Cottage tomorrow. Bro, we don't, even if you don't even believe we're going to win, just say we're going to win anyway, all right? We need every, like, type of luck, good vibes, whatever you want to call it. We need to speak it into existence. Farteta will start Fartinelli. Probably. Which, even without the new signings, like, Trossard's better than Martinelli anyway. So I don't know why they wouldn't start Trossard over Martinelli. Like, for LFC, I think we need a backup CDM for Gravenberch, and then I think maybe a left wing for depth. Yeah. And what's the... Frimpong is out till... Was it September or October? I think it might have been end of September, right? So who do they play there now? Connor Bradley? He's going to miss 2 games. Oh, yeah, the international break too. Okay, well, that's fortunate timing. Connor or Endo? Or they brought on Endo to play right back in the first game, right? Connor Bradley's injured too. Oh, well, there you go. It's probably going to be Endo. I think Joe Gomez should be back soon. When Endo came in, all hell broke loose. He's such a weird player. Like, I always forget Liverpool even have him. Olese over Eze? What's going on, RBJ? That's factual. George says he's not a winger. Talking about Eze again. When Eze plays on the wing for England, he's crap, says Chronic. SC will be the new Eze. I don't even know if I'm saying that guy's name right. Cole, what's going on, man? Expected West Ham a cakewalk for Chelsea. I mean, it was a little bit interesting when they went ahead. And they almost made it 2-1, but the Todibo was offside. Really bad ball there from Cucurella. Can West Ham take advantage there? Bowen trying to squeeze through 2 Chelsea players. Gets brought down. Does win a free kick. He's a Milner-type player. Not great at anything, but decent at everything. Yeah. Cole Palmer does not look happy right now. He's like, dude, I would have scored a hat-trick in this game if that didn't happen. And you know what? I actually believe it. I am getting good points out of Joao Pedro right now, but Cole Palmer would have bagged at least 2 in this game. And this was my prediction. I said 3-1, which I highly doubt it stays like this. Shout out to the people watching on TikTok, though. You want a better viewing experience, make sure you come over, check out the YouTube, join the YouTube family. The link is in my bio, or you can search the Casual Fan up on YouTube. Again, boys, if you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell on so you know when your boys goes live. I forgot to check which games am I going to be live for tomorrow. The City Spurs, I believe, is the first game tomorrow, right? Which I believe is on at 4:30 a.m., but that's going to be an absolute game, so I'm going to try and wake up for that one. Dude, why is the Premier League app being like this? Like, fuck off. It's not loading. It's just crashing all the time. Jared Bowen going to take on Cucurella here. Can West Ham get one back? This could be huge for them. 44th minute here. Jared Bowen does find the shot. Blocked by Cucurella. Pedro Neto going to try and save the throw-in. How is that not Chelsea's throw-in? Fun fact, Jared Bowen has scored more Prem goals than Bakayo Saka and pretty much similar numbers of games played. There you go. Did anybody answer my question about how old he was? Because I'm saying, Jared, who do you think Spurs are actually going to end up getting? Palmer would have went off if he didn't get hurt. I know, man. All right, tomorrow is City and Spurs. I'll probably end up going live for City and Spurs and Arsenal versus Leeds. If for some reason, if I'm like just ridiculously tired and I don't end up streaming City Spurs, then I will be live for Arsenal Leeds. Daniel Lowe, what's going on, man? I captain Palmer, so mad, but I have Pedro, so it's okay. Joao Pedro or Pedro Neto? Because I captain Palmer as well, but I also have Joao Pedro. Liverpool play tonight? What? No, they don't. What, Liverpool's women's team? It's too late, Spurs not getting anyone now? Sure, it's not too late, man. It's never too late. They're going to get some random winger from like the Eredivisie or some shit like that. Six minutes of additional time in this first half. West Ham free kick here. If they do manage to get a goal back, they're right back in it. If Chelsea score again, though, it is over. Leo, what's going on, man? Are they even playing this game in the UK right now, like on TV? Oh, wow. Good strength there from Pedro Neto. Esteval getting forward. Diouf trying to chase him down. Does very well there, Diouf. Somehow managed to win a throw-in. And they're playing it in quick. Can we see a little bit of urgency here from West Ham to maybe get one back before this half ends? They try to go long. Tossing up. Wins the header. Full crew put to the floor. Aren't they in for Savinho? Yeah, I heard about that. Savinho would help them. Is Joao Pedro? Man United got a new goalkeeper. I saw that today. I need to actually see his highlights because I don't know. Like I've seen people talking about him and they're just like so happy or whatever. Like he's gonna fix all like the goalkeeping problems. It's just like, okay, do we know he's actually gonna fix the goalkeeping problems because people have actually seen him play and he's good? Or do people think he's just going to fix the goalkeeping problems because he's not Onana or Bayender? Because I have not, until we were linked with him, I've never even heard of the guy. I've never seen him play once. I didn't even know what he looked like until Fabrizio posted about him. Who'd they get? This Layman's guy or whatever from Antwerp. Belgian keeper. Lemons or Lemons, I believe it is. Robert, what's going on, man? Good to see you up in here. Happy Friday. Wan-Bissaka inside to Bowen. Can he settle this ball? Tries to go for some crazy acrobatic shit. It was never on. Troy, thoughts on Goldbridge getting the rights to show some Bundesliga games on stream? If you ask me, which you didn't, I think the man is a Rick with a silent P, a sausage jockey. I mean, I like Goldbridge. I think he definitely, sometimes he says some stuff that I don't agree with sometimes, but he entertains me. He's knowledgeable. He gives you United news. He's got a bit of humor, a bit of personality to him. I think it's cool that he got the Bundesliga rights. I think that's cool for this industry and just in general. I hope that more leagues end up deciding to do that. Like, imagine how cool. Obviously, Goldbridge is fucking way bigger than me or anybody else that does this type of stuff. But like, imagine if streamers, if you could do exactly what I'm doing now, but you could watch the game as well. Imagine how sick that would be. Obviously, it wouldn't make sense from a financial point of view for the league to do it, but it'd be cool. Troy, you need to get some rights to show these games. But, there's actually... Because I know for the NBA, there's like an app. I forgot what it was called. You can watch... Like, there are certain streamers that would do, like, watch-alongs for NBA games. And they would stream through this app. I forgot what it was called. But it was like an app that you had to pay for to, like, watch the games. But you were also watching the streamer as well. So, like, if they did that... Like, I could be cool. Troy streaming the Ecuadorian third division. Yeah, dude, they need to give me CPL rights. See, that could actually be a real thing because CPL's viewership is shit. Game show on Amazon Prime TV in England, you're allowed to stream. But I also heard, apparently, for these Bundesliga things with Goldbridge, these Bundesliga games, that even it's only if you actually live in the UK, you would actually be able to see it. Like, apparently, I'm not even going to be able to see it. There's the end of the first half. Boos from the West Ham fans is not what you want to hear, especially from the great start they had as well. And is Goldbridge live right now, or is that game even still going on, the Bayern and Leipzig game? Because I know he only got a certain amount of games, but I thought that this was one of them. Oh, he is live right now. Here, let's see if I can see it. I can't see it.
Be still on, just in case there's a risk of incidents, says Ryan. Mate, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine, but thank you for your concern, Ryan. Commentary still on, just in case there's a risk of incidents, says Ryan. Mate, it's absolutely fine.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. Guys become insufferable these days. Wait, what? I'd rather not watch Bayern versus Leverkusen than watch it through Goldbridge. It's Leipzig, actually. He's become insufferable these days. What is it about Goldbridge that people don't like? West Ham blowing bubbles up their own ass. Did you see any of Elversberg versus Kaiserslautern earlier? Can't believe Elversberg pulled off the W in stoppage time. Spanky, are you just like a football fan of like are you watching like the Bolivian second division in the middle of the night or some shit? And is this from the love of football, or is this because of degen gambling? I'm assuming it's degen gambling. Leeds 1 versus Everton is surprising. I don't think it was that surprising. Leeds playing at home, and Everton have like a massive injury crisis right now. Wet Ham blowing bubbles. I can blow people bubbles. Casual fan blow on stream. Huh? Dude, should I get like some bubbles going? Is that the only way West Ham's going to come back if I start blowing bubbles? Chelsea will come second this year in the Premier League. I got them top 3. Degen, but that was Bundesliga 2. Yeah, I thought so. We've all been there. No actual fan reacts the way he does, and he stirs up too much controversy in your fan base. I'm surprised you guys don't hate him. You see, this is where I agree with what you're saying there, but this is like he's gonna have opinions. Like, not everybody is gonna have opinions that everybody agrees with. It doesn't matter if it's Goldbridge or somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, even me, for example. I guarantee you I say more stupid shit than Goldbridge. Guarantee you. But I think people don't like Goldbridge is because, because he's the top dog. But, like, I do agree with you. Like, I don't, like, sometimes it's off, like, when he's, like, clickbaiting or, like, clip farming or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's, like, kind of obvious. Sometimes he makes, like, he's always looking to make, like, these witty jokes or whatever you want to call them. And sometimes it just sounds like he's got, like, a list of jokes like beside him ready to go for when certain things happen. I do get what you're saying, like, in terms of that. Everton are nowhere near as good as people act like they are. Well, they finished 13th last season. I don't see them finishing any higher than 15th. Troy, I saw you told someone to be a good boy in the comments of your video. I do slightly remember that. Yeah, dude, I need to stop, like, I'm just need to not reply to comments on Instagram, because, 1, I'm too savage, and 2, it's just like a waste of time, especially when you argue with Arsenal fans. Arguing with an Arsenal fan is like arguing with a woman. It's just a complete waste of time. You try to use logic on them and they just deflect it. Like, I was going back and forth. Like, that video I made about Seshko's debut. Arsenal fans commented on my video. They're like, why is the video about Seshko's debut and then he goes on talking about Arsenal? It's almost like Seshko's debut was against Arsenal. You fucking idiots. And like, they're like, oh, how are you going to blame Arsenal for Seshko not scoring? Maybe because that's their fucking job, you donut? Like the stupidity on some people, but especially Arsenal fans, is absurd. And you know what I also hate? When people say, oh, you're just making excuses for why you lost. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm telling you, we lost. I'll admit that. We lost and we deserve to lose because we lost. But I'm just telling you what happened of why we lost. Explaining why we lost is not an excuse. You know what I mean? I hate when people throw that around. There's one other fan channel that's like that, but if I speak, I'm in big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble. Wait, you're referring to me? Goldberg sounds really salty talking about Garnacho, called him a child and stuff. He just sounded so butthurt. I mean, like, I'm talking about giving Sancho a flying knee and doing WWE finishers. And, you know, he probably is butthurt. He would admit to being butthurt. We're all butthurt about it. Because he was supposed to be the star boy. Now he's just a bastard. Goal 1, Wan-Bissaka stands still at the back post and lets the man run across him for the header. Goal 2, Wan-Bissaka randomly runs upfield when the chance isn't over, leaves Neto with an open goal. And goal 3, Wan-Bissaka lets Enzo get goal side again. See, that was my same issue with him at United. The guy's never heard of a shoulder check a day in his life. He has no idea what's around him. Not referring to me? Oh. I thought maybe he was blocking reality for a sec. Wait, what? I don't even remember what I said. Yeah, but you sound like you mean it, Troy. I do mean it. Don't forget the clock. True. Change the clock and the half. Asher Kane says Joao Pedro is something else. He really is, dude. Even when Joao Pedro was at Watford, I thought he was a baller. The real ones remember Joao Pedro on my Watford career mode. Absolute legend. My hair is getting white. Is it? I think it's just because of the light on it. I got a big light literally right here shining down on my face. Here, see. See what happens when I turn it off. It's still white. Now see? I got white hair. Surprised I don't have white hair because of the stress that this frickin' United brings me. Surprised I don't have white hair. That's just his dandruff. That's crazy. Keep it off. That's crazy. Much better. That's ridiculous. Should I just like stream with a bag over my face? Fuck. Oh no, get those lights off. My eyes are bleached. Or no, that was a Trump quote, wasn't it? Oh shit, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Why did I make it 0-0? I went to go change the half, and I changed the score. Name a city for an edit. Why am I blanking? Chat, give me a city. Any city in the world for this guy's edit. Dude, I am fucking out to lunch right now. Yerevan, Armenia. There you go. Never heard of it. Heard of Armenia. Shout out Mkhitaryan. All right, there we go. Yeah, dude, for real. What freaking drugs am I on right now? What ethnicity are you? I am Portuguese on my dad's side, and I'm also Canadian, born in Canada, despite what a lot of people believe that I'm American. The casual dementia. 3-1 to West Ham in your dreams. The casual donut. All right, all right. You can't just retract it like I didn't see it. So far, me, Nine, and Troy are all on perfect predictions. Nobody else can get perfect. You guys all had 3-1? West Ham's next 6 fixtures: Forest, Spurs, Palace, Everton, Arsenal, Brentford. Very tough games there. I don't know. Where do they get a win out of any of those teams? Everton, Brentford. Not beating Palace. I'm from Buffalo, so close to Canada. Who's winning, Wolves versus Bournemouth? I actually have Bournemouth in that game. Only because they're at home. Saying any Inter player's name in front of a Barca fan triggers them. What about Figo? I'm sure that name will trigger you. I wasn't born. Fair enough. On the note of Luis Figo, though, he doesn't get the respect he deserves, man. Like, nobody ever mentions the name Luis Figo. Do we let Chronic put his predictions in? We could allow it. Callum Wilson coming on here. And I have no idea who fucking this guy is. Freddie Potts. Figo was a sexy man. Figo was a snake in their eyes. Figo's quality. All right. Anybody have any updated predictions of how this game's going to end? 3-1 at halftime. Can West Ham get one? I hope they get... If they get one back, this game will be interesting. I just want to see some team score a goal here. I don't want to see just dead ball for the whole second half. 6-2? That'd be ridiculous. What's my most hated footballer of all time? Oh, I fucked the timer. The casual dementia. Least favorite or most hated footballer of all time. I had a strong hatred for Tom Cleverley when I was younger. trying to think. West Ham 3-3, Freddie Potts, last minute goal. What do I think of the winger linked to City from Scotland? I'm not reading that. I hated Ramos with a passion. Ramos is literally my favorite center back of all time. You could throw Suarez in there, I'm sure. Pepe, dude, Pep was an absolute legend. Pep could still play for any top team to this day, I believe. Robbie Savage. I had a hatred for Diego Costa for a while too when he was at Chelsea. Chronic, what are you doing? What are you trying to do to me? I thought we were friends. You guys trying to get me canceled. What are the odds Liam Delap Bags won this game? Callum Wilson, hat trick. I'm trying to think of a City. Who do you hate? Who's the City player of all time you hate the most? Get this shit out of here. I don't... Troy, my most hated footballer is... See, this doesn't sound like a baited name, but I'm not sure. Yeah, that is... Yeah, no, okay, I got it. I almost read it. I almost read it. Anelka was a bit of a sulky twat. I don't hate anyone, only Brighton. Oh. Pedro Neto, left-hand side. Can he make something happen here? Finds Enzo Fernandez. Lovely cutback. Couldn't get it on target. Blasts it over the net. Should have been 4-1 there for Chelsea. Carving through West Ham right here. Their fullbacks have been tragic. Diouf being caught out there. He should have slipped through frickin' Stavio. Vinny Jones. The only person I hate is myself. That's not good. Here's Raul Pedro. Oh my goodness. Tossing, not on the same page there with Pedro Neto. Ball just goes straight out of bounds for a throw-in by the corner flag. Can West Ham relieve a little bit of pressure here? Rough start to the second half for them. New commentator Howie. See, I'm done with these names. Even if they're real people now. Now you've ruined it. I'm not reading any names anymore. If Vinny was a proper no-class cheating wanker. See, I'd probably say Suarez, most hated of all time. Racist, cheater, cannibal, played for Liverpool. He ticks off all the boxes. Jacob's like, you know, those are all the reasons why he's my favorite player. He was all that. He was a quality striker, though. See, that's the thing. If it's from my hatred to anybody that's doesn't play for United is going to be mainly because they were a good player. That's why I hated them. Anybody that played for United, the only reason I would have hated them is because they were bad. That's why Tom Cleverley is my least favorite player, even though at least he's fucking won United a Premier League. Cucurella can't get the ball in. It's blocked out for a corner here to Chelsea. I want to see West Ham bring some of their youngsters on. May as well when the game's this dead. That's the thing I was worried about the second. First half was actually good. Second half, I was worried that it was going to fall off a bit. We're in the 53rd minute now. And West Ham just look like they're ready to go home. Yeah, they don't have any fight left in them. Even though a goal could bring some belief in. But I agree with George. You might as well just bring in some young guys. At least they're going to fight. Who's taking this corner? Is that Enzo? Keeper's come out. He's had an absolute shocker, and it's gone bar down. Casados made it 4-1 to Chelsea. What is the keeper doing? Aaron Wan-Bissaka ruined West Ham. I mean, he was actually pretty good for them last season, but he's been dreadful in this game. 4-1, West Ham are cooked. This could get bad. They could easily get 6, Chelsea. Awful goalkeeping, says George. Let's watch this back. What? You know what? Graham Potter probably will be the first manager sacked. What the fuck is the keeper doing? Dude, batting it away, and even Bayinda and Onana have done this. Why did goalkeepers bat it away? If you are going to come out like that, fucking punch it so that it goes further than the fucking 6-yard box. You can't just bat it down. Like, you might as well just not even touch it at all. He did a Bayinda. That's a clean tackle there. Jared Bowen, or not Jared Bowen, James Ward-Prowse trying to work hard to win it back. Michael Oliver doesn't blow the whistle. Let's play continue. Caicedo strips the ball off him, and Liam Delap looking to counter here for Chelsea. He's got Pedro Neto to his left. Joao Pedro getting forward as well. Plays Pedro Neto, not the best pass. Pedro Neto trying to find somebody in the box. Ball does come in. Can't find Joao Pedro. It's cleared away by Souček, I believe. Only as far as Cucurella. They're trying to deflect it into their own player's path, I suppose. But, like, if he doesn't touch it at all, still could have been a goal. But if the West Ham player likely heads that away if he just doesn't touch it at all. How is he even going to know? If he's looking at the ball coming in from the cross, he's not going to know where he's going to deflect the ball into the path of his own player. And even if he was to think to do that, it's such a low percentage thing to do. Like, the likelihood that you're actually going to pull that off is very, very slim. Hence why it went in the back of the net. Another corner here for Chelsea. Daniel Lowe, appreciate you sharing the TikTok. Keeper comes out again, misses it again, and Chelsea have scored again. Oh my goodness, man. This goalkeeper, forget these last two goals that they've conceded. Every goal that they've conceded, he's been shit. (5-1). Is Chalobah scored? Wait, who got the assist there? Who got the Pedro assist? Joao Pedro? 2 assists for Joao Pedro, yeah? Or was it a Pedro net, like from the Pedro Neto corner? No, because it went off somebody else. Hold on, there's the replay. That is a Joao Pedro assist. Give me those points. And don't you dare bring on Reece James. Wesley Fofana. That guy still exists? Keane has Joao Pedro captain? Oh, shit. You know, I don't even want to win. My goal isn't even to win the FPL. My goal is to come into the top half. VVD is the go. He says, yeah, Joao in my FPL. I have him as well. It seems like everybody has him. So when everybody has him, then no one has him. He has so much EO, not having Joao Pedro is going to really hurt your rank this week. What is EO? At what point do you think every West Ham fan leaves this stadium? 6? 7? Daniel, what's going on, man? He says, hello, I'm a Chelsea fan from Texas. What's going on, bro? Good to see you up in the stream. Your team is absolutely ripping these bubble blowers apart. Damn, Pedro Neto's fast. Can you get the ball in the box? Enzo Fernandez goes for the spectacular. Well over the top. EO is effective ownership, means how many people own him. Oh, so not having him would really hurt. Yeah. Am I dumb to not have either one of Haaland or Salah in my team? Because I could probably get rid of Palmer and bring in Salah. Is Salah, or he's probably considered a forward. Oh shit, I don't know when this happened, or if this guy's even still in the chat, but Dammy, appreciate you sending 10 roses, bro. I don't get any like notification sound or whatever, so I literally didn't see that till just now. Appreciate you, bro. Even if I don't even know if you're still in here, but. I don't have either, and I'm doing pretty well in the league so far. Well, there you go. I was looking to change to Salah and Holland soon. First few weeks aren't a huge deal if you're missing out on someone. I made one change from last week. I took out Marmouche and I brought in Reinders. My next one, I may be looking to take out Allison to bring in Henderson. Tor Andres, this is a dark day for West Ham fans. It really is, man. I mean, I didn't expect them to win this game either. But by this scoreline, it's bad. And there's probably going to be more, too. Troy, no Holland or Salah, or have you ever heard of the game of football? I mean, normally I go with the best players. Like, I would take a Salah or Holland, and I normally go with the best players. But this year, I never do well in fantasy. So this year, I thought, maybe I'll try to switch it up a little bit and try to get, like, value for cheap. And, I mean, it's still early. Could potentially work, but game week 1 did not work. Marmouche hat-trick tomorrow, then? That would actually piss me. If Reinders doesn't start tomorrow and Marmouche does, I will actually be pissed off. Because the first week, Marmouche didn't start, and I had him in my team. Corner there by Bowen. Easily dealt with. Does get it back, though. He's going to take on Cucurella here. Here's Jared Bowen. Lifted ball in. Callum Wilson, huge opportunity to get some respect back at least. Couldn't get the header on target. What do I think about how dirty Chelsea are playing? Are they playing dirty? I haven't seen anything dirty. Hey, bro, I know this isn't the place, but I'm struggling right now. My wife of 3 months cheated on me with the postman. Every day I'm off to work, but I've recently put up hidden cameras to catch them. Are you watching the West Ham Chelsea game, bro? Or are you commentating it? Both. And if that's actually like a true comment there, then I'm sorry, brother. You should get the fuck out of there. Getting cheated on with the postman is crazy work. I'm not sure if that was like a joke or the real thing, because that doesn't sound like... It sounds like a joke. Like it sounds like the stereotypical, my wife was cheating on me with the postman. Like that doesn't actually happen in real life. But for a second, let's actually... You know, if that is actually the case, then you get the hell out of there. Life's too short, brother. It's true. I can show you the videos. I'm good, bro. I don't need to see it. Yeah, dude. Get out of there. I'll tell you, you don't want to go the same place where she's headed either, man. She's got a VIP spot in hell. Maybe change the FedEx. I just can't believe that this is real, because this is the first time I've seen this name in my stream. I'm assuming it's somebody trolling. I'd like to see the videos. Is crazy from Spanky. Spanky want to spank one out? That's crazy. Bayern beat Leipzig 6-0. Jeez. Good thing we got Šeško out of that. Souček cuts it back. This chance is still alive here. Can West Ham get one back? Oh my goodness! Flag goes up for an offside here. But was that Potts guy? Guys, we're almost right. Bro, I can't read those chats anymore, man. That's fuck. Reece James is coming on. Is there any way that he could get me any more than 1 point? Fofana, Reece James. Who the hell is that? West Ham going to be last in the Prem. I just can't prove it. No, dude, they're proving it themselves. Souček off for West Ham. Kyle Walker-Peters in. Daniel, bro, I don't know where you came up with this shit or why you decided to come in here and share this with us. But this is some of the strangest conversation I think we've had in this chat. Not the postman. Oh my goodness, chance here. Callum Wilson, lovely fake. Can he find the shot? Lays it off. Kyle Walker-Peters rips it. How the hell have they not scored there? Callum Wilson should have just ripped it himself. That was actually lovely from him, that little fake there. That would have been beautiful. Why didn't he shoot? I don't know, man. Right when he did that like fake shot and put, I think it was either Caicedo or Tossins on the floor, that's when you rip it. Even if it was to get blocked, fuck it. We would have got a better chance than that, what they had. Yeah, Keen, you take care of that. I appreciate you. Chelsea don't want to get an injury now on cruise control. Yeah, I mean, 5-1. This game's over. You know how much, like, playing in a game where it's, like, over before, like, literally in the... Oh, what a ball. That is an unreal pass. Was that Reece James? You bastard! You gotta score that. Did Reece James slip that pass through? I swear it was. I'm rewinding that. Esteval, fuck you. It was Reece James. What a ball that was. That's crazy. Why did he even cut in on his left, man? I would have just went with that right. Who Chelsea got next? Apparently, yeah, George says Fulham. Troy, do you play golf? I actually have been starting to play golf pretty recently. I am absolutely dog shit, but not as dog shit as, like, I'm getting better. Still not great, but, like, I can actually hit the ball, like, without duffing it now. My issue is, oh my goodness. Oh, why? This isn't even live. What the fuck? My biggest issue is when I'm driving, the ball always goes off to the right. So, like, I'll literally, like, aim way to the left for it to go straight. Got insider knowledge that Cunha is scoring 2 against Fulham on Sunday. Insider knowledge of the game that hasn't even happened. I like it. Insider knowledge from a psychic. You need to close the club face when driving, Troy. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what you mean by that. Like, I know you mean, like, turn the club a certain way, but I don't know. Like, what do you mean by close? Which way am I turning it? Should I do a driving range live stream one day? Mate, there's something wrong with your car if you're randomly going off to the left. Dude, my last car I had before the one I had now, the fucking... Pedro Neto! Top of the box was João Pedro. James Ward-Prowse pokes it away. My steering wheel, like, the alignment of my shit was so fucked up. For my car to go straight, my steering wheel was almost, like halfway to the left. Closing the face is turning it towards you. Like, I still don't know what you mean by towards. So, like, let's say I'm holding the club, right? When you mean, like, towards me, how can I aim it towards me when it's straight in front of me like this? Like, you can only go like this or this, right? Or are you talking about like putting it in? Troy had 0 car accidents but caused hundreds. Dude, little story time. I've been in 1 car accident and it was like the greatest thing ever. I had a piece of shit Honda Civic and I was at a red light and this guy's turning left, like coming into like where I'm waiting at the advanced left, right? And he's coming in beside me. It was a little bit rainy that day. So he makes the turn, his car like spins out, and then he hits the back of my car. And it was like a piece of shit car. And like, I'm not a car guy. I didn't really, like, obviously, you know, you don't want your shit busted, but like, I didn't really care that much either way. Bro sent me didn't go through insurance. Bro sent me 2,000 grand to get it fixed. Or say 2,000 grand, 2 grand, 2,000 to get it fixed. And then I just took the money and never got it fixed. So it was kind of like an and one, you know what I mean? I received the contact and got the money while I went up for it, you know? Best car accident ever. Open it to the left or close it on the right. Are you left or right-handed? I'm right-handed. So open it to the left, close to the right. So I want to point it down is what you're saying. So like if this is my hand, if my hand's the club, I want to go like this. Like this is closing it and this is opening it. Same thing happened to me, but it wasn't my car I was driving. Might be the exact scoreboard we'll see this Sunday. What, for United? Yeah, pretty much. All right, I'll give it a try. The other thing, too, I don't even know if this is right. Like, I can't do proper technique. Like, I just have to hit it how I hit it. So, like, before, this game has fucking died off, so we're literally just going to talk about golf. Before, I would just, like, hit the ball, and I'd just, like, be like this. I found, since, like, I'll, like, raise my arms a little bit. So, like, before I was, like, hitting it, like, down here. Then I raise my arms, like, up here, and now I can actually hit the ball. I don't know if that's, like, proper golf tech, but it helped me. That's so sus. I was going 80 miles per hour when that tree jumped out of me, for fuck's sakes. Bro died and came back. Do you not bend your knees? I do bend my knees, but it was just an example of like how my arms are shaped. I also, on the note of my knees though, so like if I go to hit the ball, you can't see my feet because of the camera. Here, I'll stand on here. When I go to hit the ball, and like, you know, you hit it, and then like you turn like this, right? That hurts my knees. Like to turn my body while keeping this foot planted like that, like that hurts. Where's the lube? What? You got to move your front leg too. If you have bad knees, it's going to affect your backswing and when you're hitting through the ball. So that's not ideal. Should I just Happy Gilmore it? I've been considering that. Diouf's ears need to be pinned back. He's got them Gareth Bale ears. I was like, guess I'll have more time to play now with my wife's gone. I do. Maybe you can get a good game with the postman. Titan, what's going on, man? Yeah, dude, I just hit a bet. I hit over 2.5 goals for this game. Easiest fucking money we'll make all season. Better than me, I play off the 22. Like, see, I don't even know what that means. I need to do a golf stream now. I'd be open to that. Probably like not an actual round of golf, but like a driving range stream. I'd do that. Bayern, PSG, and Chelsea. What was the score of the PSG game? Bayern won like crazy or some shit. Someone said in the chat. It was like 6-0 or some shit like that. You've sliding through Paqueta. Looking for support. Closed down by Fofana. Pedro Neto coming back doing his defensive duties. Couldn't keep the ball in play, though. It's gone out for a West Ham throw-in. $22 and 14 handicap. The lower number your handicap is, the better you are. But where do these numbers come from, though? Like what's 22 out of what? Walkabout golf in VR is pretty sick. My buddy has a VR and I played the golf on it. It actually is pretty cool. 22 is pretty good though. I hit Steelers -5.5 today. Wait, that's already happened? I took, or I thought that was yesterday. Oh, no, you did say yesterday. I don't know why I said today. I had that same bet as well, except, yeah, I don't know if it was 5.5 or 6.5, but it did win. Today, I have Jets -2.5. What are your thoughts on that? Jets -2.5. I had 3 bets today. Chelsea, West Ham game over 2.5, which is hit. Jets -2.5 against the Eagles, and Blue Jays to win by 2 against the Marlins. Chiefs -9.5 is what I'm taking, and 2 MLB bets. I don't like betting on like the good teams in preseason for NFL. You just get them from playing based on your scores around courses. So like, what is like 14 hand? Does that mean like you get like a like? Does handicap mean something different than like? Because like if I said a handicap in soccer terms, I'd be like starting the game with like a 1-goal lead. Like that's what I'm understanding by the term handicap. So if you say handicap, does that mean like you get like 14 points off of like your final score or something like that? Is that what that means? Evan, yeah, did not end as he expected to. I don't think anybody... I think everybody expected a big win, but 5-1 and still time to get another. Playing at the London Stadium as well. West our board Prowse clipped there by Fofana. He's going to get a free kick. And we know what this man can do from free kicks. Should play 18 holes, 14 over par. Dude, 18 holes is actually fucked. Dodgers and Brewers. I'll take a look at that. Spencer, what's going on, man? He says, hey guys, just got home. W Ham is already in deep shit. They have Wolves away in the Carabao Cup. Their next league games is Forest away. Yeah, I think they play Forest and then Spurs, and then I think they have like a Brentford-Everton period where they should maybe get some wins. But man, there ain't no easy games really in the Premier League. Ooh, James Ward-Prowse free kick straight into the wall. When Eze scored that free kick against Chelsea and it got disallowed, I didn't actually see it, and everybody was complaining about how they made the call, like, of why they disallowed it, of the guy being too close to the wall. I thought he just scored the free kick and the guy was just standing there doing nothing. But the guy literally shoved the guy in the wall out of the way. I didn't know that was the reason. And, you know, like, knowing that now, that was the right decision. F the Dodgers, take the Brewers this weekend. They win at least 2 against my Giants at home. We're dog shit. The only MLB bet I'm taking today is Blue Jays by 2. I may take another... Wait, Titan, you said you had Chiefs minus 9.5? They're literally the underdogs in this game. You have them at minus 9.5? Anoch. Pardon me if I'm saying your name wrong, brother. What's going on? Good to see you up in the stream. Holy shit, Pedro Neto has tons of space here. What can he do? Cuts in onto his left foot, takes a shot, blocked. Back to the back post. Here's Neto. Tries to head it down. Screams for a handball. Give it and let João Pedro take it. Please, VAR. I need these points. It was because Gahey pushed the defender out of the way, which makes the whole Eze shot through. Yeah, that's literally... I just thought he was just standing there and it like went up and over the wall like a normal free kick. But the guy literally Like, people online made it seem like that, like, it wasn't somebody literally pushing the guy in the wall out of the way. I already won the second Bundesliga one. Probably look at some random South American soccer tonight. Do you bet on any other sports, Spanky, or is it just footy? I'm assuming you do, because I'm assuming that you're not from the UK since you just referred to it as soccer. Or anywhere in Europe, for that matter. Wait, Keane dropped the ban? I didn't even, what did the message even say here? I can view it. Let's see. Let's see if it was a valid ban. I remember when I used to play with my wife and go into the tree. Yeah, that's just strange. Yeah. Is Reece James on more points than 1? Here he comes, Pedro Neto. Can he get 6? Little knock in the back there. Good defending. Let's ban Jacob too while we're at it. Full-time whistle. Chelsea absolutely pull down West Ham pants and spank ass. Graham Potter, I don't know what this man's gonna do. I don't like. Who was West Ham's next games against? Forest? Yeah. Forest, and they're playing away too. I do not see how Graham Potter is going to end up saving his job here. Let me check my fantasy real quick. What do we finish with? 13 points? 1 point from Reece James? I'll kill you. Maresca, don't bring him on. So I need Pedro Porro. I need Spurs to fucking win and keep a clean sheet. Or not, they don't need to win, but at least keep a clean sheet. Actually, you know, I don't even know what I want to happen here. Because I have Ait Nori. No, fuck it. I want Spurs to lose and Pedro Porro to either score or get an assist. Chelsea top of the league for the night. Who's bottom? Where is United technically sitting right now? Because I think somebody said to me that we were in 15th. Dude, I am going to fucking pass Wirtz's nightmare. I am going to pass Wirtz's nightmare this weekend. If it's the last thing I do. Joao Pedro must be getting a bonus, surely. A man of the match bonus. He's getting all 3. United 14th. I'm trying to find it, but this freaking Premier League app isn't working. Okay, here we go. No, we're in 15th. Everton are 14th. Two W teams at the bottom, Wolves and West Ham. We're 15th and still are 15th. Lexman Saj? Cheeky rivals? Let me know. Shoot me a text. Is that the Squirrel Girl himself? Troy, you need to Google how David Sullivan, the West Ham owner, made all his money. Do I? Can you give me a brief summary so I don't have to actually look it up? Are you getting up for 4:30 for that one? Pretty sure City game is 12:30 kickoff tomorrow. I am going... My intentions are to do it, but if I wake up at 4 a.m. and I feel like I've been hit by a bus, then it might... If I don't stream that game, I will stream the Arsenal Leeds one. My plan is to do City Spurs and Arsenal Leeds. But, yeah. Good stream, though. Game week 2. In terms of bets, 3-1 on the season so far. It's looking pretty good. Much love to everybody who's been up in the stream, though. This is where I'm going to end it. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the stream. Hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell on so you know when your boy goes live. Again, we're going to be live for the games tomorrow. Or some of them. At least one. And obviously the United Fulham game on Sunday. And, yeah. I got nothing left to say. Hope you guys have a brilliant rest of your night. We'll see you in the stream tomorrow. Peace.